Okay. So I always just like to know like what people are into. Did you see The Lion King?
So I bought a ticket.
Okay, financial support.
I bought a ticket. Remember how we were talking? It was hot the other day.
Yes.
It was hot. Like I
saw
bought
people
a ticket.
tweeting like, "Ooh, it's 100 and the heat index is 112."
Yeah,
I
wasn't going outside.
Yeah.
Like I just wasn't going outside. I bought 2 tickets because I was like, well, I have to support Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. She could. I had to support it.
Yeah.
I'll go see it eventually.
Yeah.
But I didn't really have a desire to see it in general.
Yeah, honestly, I went and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go see this because I just wanted to make a video about it. But I didn't hate it. I expected to hate it. I expected to come out and be like, that's bullshit. But I did not hate it. I didn't love it.
Right. Because like live action remakes are weird.
They're
weird. Jungle Book was wild.
I didn't see it.
It wasn't bad though, but it was weird. And I was like, and then when I saw a clip today of like one of the musical numbers from The Lion King, and I was like, this is creepy. Like, I don't know. Like, it was Timon and Pumbaa, and I was like, oh, okay, like, it's comedic, but it's also like, this is like a real lion laying in the middle of the desert. Yeah. Like, it's weird.
And it's weird, it's eerie, but it also was scary. It was scarier to me because when you think about, like, I love animals, and to see what looks like a real lion fall off a cliff.
Yeah, no, that would
I was like, I don't want to bring my nieces to this.
Yeah, no, that would mess me up.
It's not.
Like, absolutely not. The one thing I could critique, though, from when I didn't see it, I wish Scar was a little bit more real. But
okay, so there have been different people. Some people were like, oh, I'm glad that they didn't do the queer baiting thing. And then I just read an op-ed in Vulture that was like, no, bring back old Scar.
Yeah, that's what, I like Scar. I think Scar was just misunderstood. But just like I think all Disney villains are, actually Disney villains are way better than the actual protagonist of every movie. But
and their songs are good.
Absolutely. Have you noticed that every musical where there's a villain on the show, like their music is better?
Yeah.
Like Jim and the Holograms, the Misfits, way better music.
I did not watch Jim and the Holograms.
Oh my God, you should have seen it. It's so wild and dramatic. But yeah, Scar should be the old way.
Yeah.
I mean, from what it looked like, he was.
And they cut the good song. Be Prepared is.
Well, now I don't want to see it then because they cut the song.
They made it into. It's not the same. It's not the same at all. It's different. It's like, no, it's not.
So now I'm wondering what they're gonna do with Little Mermaid then. I don't know.
Because also Little Mermaid is problematic. In 2020, we're not gonna be able.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering how they're gonna do it. Like, I don't know.
Because I was even thinking about, like, I'm glad that Halle Bailey got that role, but they're not going to do a Black Prince Eric. Is that his name? The Black Prince. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to make him, like, white and then make, like, the black girl, I don't know. There's some racial politics in there that's going to be.
Are all her sisters, because there's like 12 sisters she had, are they all going to be black too?
Oh, that's a good point.
Is her daddy going to be black?
It's a good point. I don't know.
Like, it's just going to be Wakanda under the sea, because I'm here for that, but I just don't see it.
I don't see it.
Happen.
No.
It's going to be like what we had with Cinderella with Brandy, where everybody was a different color, and we just magically believed that they were all related. Like, yes,
but it did work.
A black woman and a white man had an Asian son.
Yes.
That's very Maury.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think Disney, somebody commented on one of my videos, like, oh, they're just trying to, I guess, the copyright or something on the old Disney characters will expire. So they're trying to keep making new stuff with the old properties so that they can extend the copyright so it doesn't ever go into public domain. That's what somebody was saying. And I was like, oh, well, that makes sense then. Well, they're trying to repurpose all of this stuff. I don't know. People just be coming up stuff.
I mean, that makes sense, but I also feel like then can't you just do it right?
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna repurpose and all that good stuff, that's cool and all, but just do it right.
Yeah.
Like, don't cut out the good stuff.
Yeah.
Just to repurpose so you can.
I also think everything about it was worse except for the animation. Everything about it was worse. But the animation is so good that I still enjoyed it. But I was like,
so you didn't enjoy like the voiceovers and stuff? It's okay because I
liked Mufasa, but that's the same person.
Have you noticed he's not in?
Dude, I was like, wait a second, I hope he's okay.
Yeah, that's the first thing. I was like, is James on the sick and shut in?
Yes. I hope that he's just like, oh, I'm too old for this shit, rather than
Same.
like, I'm ailing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe he's like, I've done this before. I don't really have to do it. And then a part of me wonders, I'm like, did he actually re-record all of this, or did they find like? I just need to know, like, he has not been a part ever since he got that like icon Oscar, whatever. He has not been seen. So I just need to know if they're just repurposing his voice from the cartoon and from like or whatever movie else he was in, and then made it as Mufasa.
Okay, the crazy thing is that I did see a little behind the scenes video where he was in a studio recording.
Okay.
But like, I believe that he re-recorded it because it's less good. It's worse. It's like less forceful. This is obviously a person who's older.
Right.
So now he's in his late 80s. He's about to be 90 or something like that.
Yeah.
So versus being in your mid 60s, there's a difference.
Oh, absolutely.
So yes.
I'd be tired too.
Yes. It is like, they're like, you dragged me out of my house. Okay. But anyways, I'm sure he got a great check, so.
I hope so. I hope so.
But I just thought, man, and the music is not as good. And it's like, we know Beyonce can sing, but singing with Donald Glover, it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I still encourage people to see it, support Black-owned businesses.
Well, I mean,
Even though Disney's
Disney.
the largest corporate conglomerate that you could ever imagine.
Oh, absolutely. They got Beyonce to talk to us.
Yeah.
Beyonce don't talk to anybody.
They made sure to get that in the contract. Get that in writing.
I was like, oh, Beyonce is speaking to us.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this contract is
Yes.
serious.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Other than that, did there been any movies that you liked in it?
Movies? I'm not really a movie person. I'm
Yeah.
really like a TV person.
Yeah, I'm not a movie person because I don't like to leave my house. So is
Same.
there?
Well, no, I have like a legit fear. Like ever since Aurora,
Uh-huh.
with the movie theater
That's-
shooting, me and going to the movies is
Yeah.
I'll go to like indie films because in my head I'm like, well, ain't nobody gonna shoot this.
Yes,
out.
we're all
So
good.
yeah, but last movie I honestly went to the movie theaters to go see was Black Panther. Wow. I know. Everything else I get video on demand or luckily they send it to me so I can watch it.
Okay. So TV shows.
Oh my God. Okay. So much. Outside of the obvious Love and Life After Lockup is the most amazing show ever. Have you ever watched Love After Lockup?
I've never seen it. Wait, I might have seen. Wait.
The premise of Love After Lockup is it follows 5 to 7 couples. One of the people in the couple of the parties is about to get out of prison.
Oh.
And so they're chronicling their time right before and what happens after, and will they make it? There's 2 seasons, and then there's a spin-off called Life After Lockup, which is like, well, what happens after? Most of those couples have gotten married, or like they've been really interesting in the last 2 seasons. What's going on? It's by the same producers from 90 Day Fiancé. So if you watch 90 Day Fiancé, that's wild too.
Yeah.
They have, most interesting enough, they have, it's actually really sad. There's this one couple, it's like this one guy, he's black, he had braids. In love with 2 women from prison.
I knew he wasn't no good.
No,
Okay.
no, he has a wife with an H, if you catch my drift. and he has a girlfriend. Wife with the H lives in upstate New York. Girlfriend lives in Texas, and he's playing both of them. And so I'm like, how you get played by a man in prison twice?
That's crazy.
Oh, it's so sad. It's great. There's one woman, she has, over the last 10 years in prison, she's almost scammed $1 million.
Wow, good for her.
And all went to heroin.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know, cause she be real fly lately, and I know, but she just got a job. She's out of prison. She's on YouTube. She makes like prison makeup videos.
Wait a second.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
great.
she's shown up on my homepage before.
Oh yeah, Lizzie. She is amazing. I
She
love
has a
it.
following.
Oh, absolutely.
All of her videos have a lot of views.
Absolutely. She's quite entertaining.
Oh wow.
I've learned how to
Okay.
make prison pie. I learned how to make prison nacho cheese.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I watched one episode of that where it was a white woman and she was with the white man, but he had like a black scent.
Yeah, he does porn now.
Oh.
Yes, he has a black scent. I call him my white Nubian king.
Okay.
Only because I don't think like he's putting it on. He's not giving us Dolezal.
No.
It was just like, oh, he's just from Tampa.
Yeah, yeah.
This is fascinating.
Yeah, and I was like, man, you come from a stable home. What are you doing?
Right. I was like, is he black? I don't know. And you know what messed me up? You know what car he bought as soon as he got out? A Maxima.
I remember. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
He
have
bought
to.
a Maxima.
That
That is a
sounds
black
like
car.
my kind of mess.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
is
get
a mess.
into it.
I watched Jailbirds. Jailbirds is fascinating on Netflix.
So fascinating.
It's so great. Oh. I watched what else? Euphoria is wild. So I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Euphoria, you know, I'm right after this. I'm gonna record another video with the Gen Zer about Euphoria because I had to get like, am I old? What's going on?
Every episode, I'm like, this. I
need to talk to somebody in their early 20s about this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cause something ain't right.
Right, I was like, I was wild in high school too, but
And I also think, I don't know. Oh, okay, I just think that I can't tell if it's like just doing this for shock value or if this is authentic, but I'm gonna keep watching because I want to know what happens to Nate.
Yeah.
Because something needs to happen, or I guess it would be more realistic if nothing happened to him because he's a privileged white kid. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It makes me uncomfortable.
I think most shows are just for shock value anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to figure out, like, if the story's good enough, I'm going to be into it. Euphoria's story is really good. I
don't like to see kids having sex. That's the only thing. I'm okay with shock.
Right.
It makes me really uncomfortable.
No, and it should. But then I think about like, well, when I was in high school.
Yes, I know.
Like
they're
it's
doing
weird.
it.
It's like you know they're doing it, but so you don't want to see it.
know.
It's like watching your parents have sex. Like I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see it.
Like that's gross. It's weird.
And
It's weird.
Yeah. Okay.
And
so
then
yes.
they get high.
Yes.
Like
all kinds of drugs.
it's like. I jokingly called Euphoria like future visual album.
Yeah.
Because they do all of the drugs.
Yes.
And I was just like, this is wild.
One of my friends texted me like, these kids are doing new drugs. The drugs don't even have names. It's just letters and numbers.
Yeah. Like fentanyl and stuff like that. I was like, you are trying to die.
Yes, you guys, this is not weed we're talking about. This is real stuff.
Not at all. And like working with like that population who actively uses, I was like, well, I know that, but I'm like, how did y'all get it?
Yeah.
But I'm like, privileged kids get a hold of everything.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Everything. And I was really surprised by Zendaya.
You know, I like her.
Okay.
I like her.
I like the preface that begins.
No, I really like her.
Okay.
I just don't know if this is the role for her.
I like that she did this.
It's very different.
Yes.
I thought, okay, after Disney, you know, the Marvel Universe stuff, that's a great transition. Like that makes sense to me. But like there's that and there's where we are here.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Zendaya wants her prestige TV Emmy. That's what she wants. I don't think she's gonna get it. But
No.
I actually understand why she would be like, I'm a real actor. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, but I also still see her as like, oh, this is still like a Disney kid on a HBO show.
Yeah, she does bring that kind of.
Yeah, I'm like, or if she would have did like Pretty Little Lies, I'm like, oh, that would be great. She would do great on Pretty Little Lies.
So she is too polished. You think she's too?
She's I don't know. It's just the roles just haven't been, and maybe this is just me seeing her as a Disney person because I didn't see like I still see Raven Simone as Olivia from the Cosby Show.
Okay, well that's taken it.
Yeah, even still, like, even though she's back on Raven's Home, which is a great show by the way.
I've never seen that.
Raven's Home, and you have nieces. You never seen Raven's Home?
Is it on?
Yes, it's such a good show.
Oh no!
Listen, Raven is a divorce. Disney is progressive. Raven is a divorcee. Her white friend from the old show, her husband is locked up in prison.
Oh wow!
And so they all live together. Raven got 2 kids. The white girl got a baby, has a kid. They all live together because they're 2 women trying to make it and they're supporting, they're raising all their kids
Oh,
together.
that is. Oh, okay. Okay, I already like the messaging.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's good.
Okay.
And then the kids have powers too. They have visions.
Oh, okay. I'm in that. Okay.
It's funny too.
I'm gonna add that on my list now. Positive messages.
It's good. It's good. It's entertaining.
Is there anything else on TV that you're into?
Ooh.
Is there any other scripted stuff?
I can't wait for the Black Lady comic sketch comic show to come out. What have I been watching? I watch a lot of TV. What If is good on Netflix.
Is that with Renee Zellweger? Okay.
Her new face. It works.
It is a different face.
At first, I didn't know it was her. Someone had to tell me. But then after a while, you'd be like, oh, I see how it is. Like an image likeness of her. But now she looks like a cat.
It's hard to avoid the cat look.
And that's the thing, like, if you're gonna get plastic surgery, and I'm all for cosmetic surgery. I think cosmetic surgery is the greatest thing since curly fries. However, I don't know if there's like an age window for you to like get it or stop getting it, or if like you get what you pay for. But I'm like, I can't imagine her not paying top-notch dollar. But then also, I guess it's genetics too.
Yeah.
Like, I have a whole laundry list of things I'm going to get done as soon as I get money.
I think you never know, because for some people it works wonderful and it's like, oh wow. But then for some people it kind of turns into like Vivica Fox.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, ooh, something about the structure of your face, it didn't quite work out. So it really is like rolling the dice.
Vivica Fox is one of those people who are like, I often wonder like who's like other countries' version of Vivica Fox or like Essence Atkins. Because I was watching like, my favorite thing to do was watch old clips of like TV shows on YouTube. So I was watching like The Apprentice. I know, but it was such a good show.
You're problematic.
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, the sitting president broke up a fight between Vivica Fox and Kenya Moore. And calmed down Dionne Warwick, where she called what's her face a hussy. But Vivica Fox has had such an interesting career.
She has done so much stuff.
She has done so much stuff. She has a show on Lifetime called Prank Your Mom.
Yep.
And then she had like this it was almost like a mother love type show.
Yep.
Which they should bring back. Well, I guess we have Iyanla now, which, man.
What is Iyanla's real name? What is her name?
Rhonda. And I used to call her Rhonda. I'm like, that ain't her real name. Her name is Rhonda. And then she explained, where she had a really rough upbringing. She was raped and molested as a child. And so for her to like, this was her shedding all that good stuff. So I said the same thing. I was like, damn, now I got to call you Iyanla.
Yeah.
The advice you get. Here's my thing with Iyanla. There's book Iyanla.
Yeah.
And there's whatever she does on TV.
Yeah.
Whatever she does on TV is
much.
a circus.
It's too much.
It is the circus.
I stopped watching Fix My Life, or the last time I watched it, she was making a woman, I'm not sure, she had some sort of childhood trauma, and she made her like wrap herself up like in a blanket like she was being swaddled. And I said, you know what? This is not of God. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that.
My favorite is when she tells people to put their belly to the ground. Put your belly to the ground, beloved. When she made a man talking to a hole. Now, I understand traditional therapy may not work for everybody.
Right.
I get it. It's not supposed to.
Right.
And sometimes Iyanla provides some things, like some people just need like a nudge, like a good auntie talking to, which is what she provides. But sometimes that stuff is wild.
It's a spectacle.
Absolutely.
Like, it's too much. So, like, I agree with you. So, somebody had a talk with me and said we should not discount forms of counseling and therapy that are outside of, like, traditional, like, European structures. And I said, okay, you're right. Yeah. But you just doing this for TV.
Oh, absolutely. I'm all for Yoruba practices. I'm all for any type of healing, right, that's going to work or has the propensity to work. But I just don't see me putting, making sure I take off my shoes and put my feet in the dirt so I can reconnect with nature, so I can center myself to heal myself from my daddy not being there. Like, that don't make sense to me.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of when she made Hazel Lee.
Oh, yeah. When she got her on the ofrenda on the wall, when she was like pop my butt, pop my. You know what that meant? That meant she was slayed. She was getting whipped. That why she doesn't have an Emmy, I will never know. That was great. That was like fantastic television. And then it's really Hazel Lee's fault. And normally, Iyanla is good for blaming black women for victimizing them forever. Like, whatever. That point, it was Hazel Lee's fault. Why do you have a song like that? Like, you deserve to be talked about.
It was just so funny. It was like, what are you doing, Iyanla? What is this? What's the usefulness of this?
My favorite is when she has the reality stars on there, where she had what's her face, Duchess from Black Ink Crew. She needed to be on it.
Yes.
And when they had the Braxtons on, award-winning programming. It was so
It was
good.
good. And that was when I was like, yes, Iyanla.
Yeah.
Told them.
Yeah. We all know it was Mama Evelyn's fault.
Yes.
Because she thinks her kids are her friends.
Yes. And Evelyn was not trying to have it. She's like, you're not going to talk to me like that. Yeah.
That wig was going, so I was like, ooh, I knew Iyanla got underneath your skin, Miss Evelyn. I know it. And Tony had one of the realest responses to anything I've ever seen on television. She was like, I don't really like y'all like that.
Yes. But the thing is, like, if you watch the Braxtons, like, I call it the Braxtons. Come on, I'll post that.
I call it the Braxtons too.
But
Braxton
it's like,
family values.
but you know that Tony always looks so put out anytime she's just like, oh, here we go again. Like,
she gives you that Lauryn Hill side, like,
yes.
I guess I gotta go chill with
yes.
y'all. She really just doesn't care for them, and I get why.
Yes.
She's had to carry her whole entire family on her back because her mother made her.
Yes.
That's so unfair.
That is. And when Tony talks about the kind of regret that she feels of sacrificing stuff and not taking opportunities because she had to think about 6 other people, that's really tragic to me.
And a part of me thinks that she purposely mismanaged her money so she didn't have to do that.
Ooh, that's a hot take. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's no way you can tell me. There's one. You get your Grammy taken away once. Okay, that's mismanagement of funds. I get it. It happens to a lot of people, but twice.
Yeah.
You had to say the Grammys are upstairs twice. No, that is self-sabotage.
Right. Oprah humiliated you on TV and you did it again. Yeah.
But Oprah's good for that though. She humiliated Iyanla.
Yes.
She made Iyanla apologize for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like 2 days in a row, and pointed and laughed at her outfit.
Yeah, Oprah's kind of spiteful.
Shady.
Low-key.
Oh, absolutely.
Low key. So when Monique was going off about all of that stuff, and she was explaining, like, I didn't remember this, but Oprah having her brother who molested her on her show and not telling Monique. Now, what kind of stuff is that?
I know it's illegal to go against Oprah. And I know it's like we tend to not say things. However, Oprah was wrong.
What kind of stuff? No, that is beyond.
And how Monique showed. I am very surprised at Monique for showing such restraint from a woman from Baltimore. Because let me tell you something.
That is beyond.
We would have had it out.
It's beyond the pale.
I would I'm not going on this show. You're going to have to sue me. Yeah. I'm not going outside today.
Yeah.
That is wild. That's Monique has said some wild stuff, but I'd be like, oh, don't ruin your I Love Us career tour. But like, talk about our sister, Lena, whatever her name is, Amy Schumer. I'm like, no, or how she was apologetic for Roseanne stuff. I'm like, no. But give Monique her money.
Yeah.
Like, Monique, I think of like internet culture, and a lot of things come from Monique.
Yeah.
Like Charm School, which would never fly today.
Never.
Amazing.
It was
like,
great.
All the memes of Monique.
Monique has also had a very diverse career.
Absolutely. And I'm like, give Monique her thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would go see Monique. I would buy a ticket, let me say that.
I don't know if I would buy it.
Yeah, like.
I would attend.
Yeah.
If I were invited.
Yeah. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Like, but I just feel like out of all the queens of comedy, like she is the most prominent one. Mm-hmm. And I think that, Monique's story has never changed.
Right.
All these other ones have, like
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, and all that good stuff. If you notice, all their stuff is crumbling. Lee Daniels had 2 shows canceled. Mm-hmm. Tyler Perry, now he's I don't know what he's doing. Well, he's going to BET and doing BET streaming, and now I'm mad because I'm like, I actually like the Tyler Perry place, and I have to get BET Plus. I'm so over it.
They're streaming the filmed version of the plays. Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Right.
Hmm.
Right.
Interesting.
Movies are trash, but the plays,
They are
hold a
good.
special place in my heart. Absolutely. But like, everything Monique has said about people, all their stuff has crumbled.
Yeah.
Except for Oprah, but I don't know. It depends on how. Maybe the whole Michael Jackson thing with the HBO thing, how that was bad.
Yeah.
Maybe that would work, but other than that, give Monique her money.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the whole thing with Monique was just like, you know what? Like, who could hurt? What could it hurt?
Right.
That's my only thing with like people like rising up against Monique and all this. It's like, first of all, we all broke. So what could it even hurt to like
right. What's wrong with encourage getting a black woman her money? And more importantly, like, so it's Netflix.
Yes.
It's not
They're
like
not hurting.
Right, at all.
Yeah.
And it's not like most of these people use their own Netflix account anyway.
Right.
Like, just give her her things. And also, I also feel like the comedy special should have came from another network, but that's just me.
Yeah. Okay. Any music that you're into?
Oh my gosh, yes. So I recently I have a confession, and this may sound really bad, but like, yeah, I'm gay, whatever. But I was never really into like drag race and drag queens and stuff like that. Because I always had this theory that drag queens are gay clowns. Me and my boyfriend argue about this all the time. But I'm not insulting them. I'm like, it's just still clowning, but it's whatever. I've learned that maybe that's not the best thing to say. So I've been re-indoctrinated into like watching RuPaul's Drag Race. So I've watched like every season and then some. So I've learned that drag queens have music outside of RuPaul. And one of the recent winners of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars she has a YouTube channel or whatever, a show on Build series, and she has an EP. And Monet Exchange, this black drag queen, it's so good.
I've never heard it. I don't watch Drag Race either because I wanted to start from the beginning, but there's so many seasons.
Oh, I know. It's 11 regular seasons and 4 all-star seasons.
Yeah, because I wanted to know who everybody is, but then I just got so overwhelmed by there's so much content.
It's so overwhelming at first. Don't get me wrong. It's so overwhelming, but you should watch it. Like, I would say start from the most recent season because it was, and then work your way back.
Yeah.
Because that way you can be like, oh, this is how it has evolved and progressed. I see it. But like, outside of that, I've been listening to Megan Thee Stallion a lot.
Yes, as we all should.
The Stallion. Tierra Whack, who I love, who has a song with Beyonce now. How crazy is that?
Yeah.
Like, first out the gate, she doesn't even have an album out. And she's like, she's really weird and kooky and fun.
I like just be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be weird.
Yeah, I'm all for like, I'm really into like women rap now.
Yeah.
All the men suck. Like, go home. Like,
they are all
can
raggedy.
go
Like
away.
Blueface was on the Breakfast Club, and I was like, this man he don't even do nothing.
No, he's weird.
You just took a beat we already liked. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. Like I could do without him. Like Tatiana it's weird. If you're a woman and you're a rapper, I'm automatically listening. Like Rico Nasty.
Yes.
I stand for her. But more importantly, me and the Stallion,
She's so good.
She's so good. She's so pretty.
She seems really sweet.
Yeah, and she's smart.
Yeah.
Like, I love the fact that she's still in school.
Allegedly.
Yeah. But yeah, I just love her. As far as other music, I got the new Beyonce album. That was fine. I found myself liking the others' music outside of hers better than...
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I now like Burna Boy.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is, but because I'm an ignorant American, but apparently he's huge.
Yeah.
Like a huge artist.
Yeah.
And I like him. So shout out to Beyonce for putting me on.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I was like, Beyonce doesn't put people on. Like, and I'm known techno. I think living here, you get more access to Afro beats and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, it was just really good. Now I find myself like, okay, Beyonce, I know what Beyonce